You know, not everyone knows the day they lose their job is going to be the day that they lose their job. I'm sure if I were to ask a group of people who have had the unfortunate pleasure of sitting in a room with their supervisor, their boss, whoever it may be, I'm sure they would say anything along the lines of not really knowing what they were going to do next. They felt like they were sideswiped. You know, how the hell were they supposed to pay their bills that month? But believe me, that isn't the case here. This was a long time coming for me. Everyone has their limits, and a lot of people like myself don't really care to think about their limits until the day comes where they finally, crack. I mean, in my case, it was a few lines of coke and some booze, but whatever. Let's go. Wonderful. Another start to my day on the front line serving the ill. I fucking hate my job. Now you're probably thinking to yourselves, now why would he hate his job? He must make pretty good money as a doctor. Well, it's not always the issue. Believe me, the booze funds are always greatly admired while I send the other 75% to my ex-wife who lives in bumfuck Indiana with her piece of shit redneck fiance who races cars or some such hillbilly shit, and I'm sure making my son I never get to see an excellent proud boy in training. Back to the issue. If you've ever been to a hospital, you know how shitty it is walking down the hallways on what's called in our industry, expressway to the turf. The thing is, I see too much shit that stresses my ass. Take this guy, for example. He can't be amongst people anymore because he's losing his mind. This kid has some issues with his heart or what. Actually, no, this kid's fine. This was a situation where a dad overreacted to food poisoning and forced me at gunpoint to put his kid on oxygen. The point I'm making here is I know how some of this shit goes down. Anyways, since the incident where the psycho dad failed at giving me my ticket out of here, the hospital hired this guy without a gun to keep us all safe. Fucking great.
Sir, there's no smoking on the premises, please.
Oh, sorry, I prescribed myself some things.
Well, don't make me give you a warning.
Alright, guy, fuck you.
You know, one more thing. If anything bad happens, I just want you to promise me something.
Sir, you have nothing to worry about. Your safety and the patient's safety is our #1 priority.
What? No, I don't care about that. Like, if anything bad happens, please, for the love of God, call the cops. Take care.
Jackass.
Bill, it's 10 o'clock.
I know.
Okay, I gotta be honest with you, I don't really remember what he was saying word for word because I was still shaking off the elements from the night before. You know what? Take note of this. Do your very best to not mix IPAs with red wine, with scotch and vodka. You might die. You might die. I don't remember how much I had, but just don't do it. Somehow we got to this.
What are you, off your frickin' meds?
No, I'm on my meds double time because, something's got to knock this guy out at night. Speaking of which, would you be able to send me another link to the prescription application form?
Hell no.
Take care, Doc.
Yeah.
Dr. Holloway,
What is it today, Layla?
you need to reschedule Mrs. Edison's hip appointment, and same goes for Mr. Oakford.
Oh shit, maybe that's what he was talking about back there.
We had to reschedule 2 surgeries because their doctor was suddenly missing.
Yeah, alright. We'll get there, we'll get there.
Same goes for Mr. Oakford.
I have someone who does that for me.
Not anymore. Lisa quit yesterday, remember?
What did you think you were doing? Would you feed your husband this? Your hardworking husband? Or did he leave you for pulling crap like this? What the hell is wrong with you? Quick question. Look at that. Would you eat that? Would you eat this? Would you eat that? No? No, I want you to eat this. I want you to eat your mistake. I want you to taste your mistake. All right, here, have a glass filled with some of your tears, all right? I want you to drink this. I want you to eat your mistake and drink your tears, all right? Drink it! Would your husband be acting differently? Would he?
My husband died last year. You operated on him.
Well, he's the lucky one in this case. Jeez, I wish I could get on that express train. I mean, seriously, I will not tolerate this amateur bullshit! She brought me a tuna sushi roll. I asked for salmon. I'm pretty sure my argument was well-founded.
You yelled at her like a tyrant and then brought up her dead husband.
You know, it's people like Layla who actually belong in the medical field. You know, she's good with people, you know, can act on instinct, you know, that kind of shit. She is only a temp, but I've heard talks around the floor that Surgeon Matthews is going to bring her on.
Whatever, let me see that. Can't you call them for me?
They're not my patients.
Kind of makes me look like shit. Oh well.
What is it today, Jake?
Every time I step outside or do anything, I feel this sense of impending doom. I just feel like this is it, you know? Doc?
Oh, yeah, keep going.
Were you listening to any of that at all?
Yeah, keep going.
What the hell, Doc? I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with me here, man.
It's not that I don't care about what this kid's telling me. It's just, you know, my biggest problem with this current generation is that they think the world owes them something. I never hit my kid, but shit. Some of these kids needed parenting, not older friends. I think I have a real opportunity to change a young man's life here.
Well, you can't escape this stuff, right? I mean, if you want the hard, cold truth, we're just all on our way out to the deep, dark nothingness in the end. So, what gives?
You're the worst doctor ever. How the hell do they let you work with people? I hope you get fired.
Okay, you're not going to get that medical advice from anywhere else, so you're welcome.
You know, for someone who claims they have anxiety, I think he took it pretty well. Most people just jump out of the window.
Dr. Holloway to room 304. Dr. Holloway to room 304.
Bill, there's no easy way to do this. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. There is an easy way. You are by far the worst medical practitioner I've ever seen in my entire life. You're fired.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, before you do that, am I getting paid for the whole day? Because I did give John a good piece of medical guidance there.
His name is Jake, for God's sake. And get the hell out of here.
It's the same thing.
Come on.
Oh, well, who's this guy? Oh, hello, Mr.
Get him
Buzzcocks.
out of here.
Boy.
How are you today?
Pretty good considering the circumstances.
Well, I know exactly what you mean. I had a wonderful time following that hallway. Anyhow, that's not what I brought you in here for. I brought you in to offer you a job. I know you were a temp, but we wanted to bring you on as a surgeon's assistant.
Do you really think I'm ready for that?
I believe you are.
Despite Holloway, I really enjoyed working here. The people are friendly and professional, and I really have no reason to say no, but would it be a problem if I took a few days to consider it?
No, take all the time you need. We'll be looking to hear back from you.
All right.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And in the end, as some people would say, everything worked out for the best. And that's that.